Hey guys, it's Kyle with Safe Home Offer. Wanted to talk to you guys today about what taxes you have to pay when you sell your property. So I just listed out kind of the main ones here and we can talk about each of them. So the first tax that you're going to be paying when you're selling a property is property taxes. So as you probably know, when you own a property, you're going to be paying property taxes every year, or the bank is going to be paying for it on your behalf. So the property taxes that you pay when you sell a property are going to be prorated. So basically what that means is there's a certain billing period for property taxes, and just to kind of keep things simple, if let's say the billing period is a typical January through December, and let's say that you sell it at the end of January, but you haven't paid your property taxes yet because let's say they aren't due until April. So what you would do is then the buyer is going to be paying the property taxes, but since you own the property for that first month of the year, then you will be paying $100 property tax to the buyer since you owned it for 1 out of those 12 months. So that's property taxes. So the next tax to talk about is transfer tax, and this is going to depend on the state. Here in Pennsylvania, there's a 2% transfer tax. So basically what that means is the state is going to be expecting to be paid 2% of the sales price in transfer tax. So if it's a $100,000 property, then the state of Pennsylvania is going to be expecting to be paid $2,000. And typically that is going to be split between the buyer and the seller. So the buyer will pay $1,000 and the seller will pay $1,000. So that's your transfer tax. I just put other tax liens as the next category. So there could be just different tax liens on either unpaid property taxes from previous years. You could even have an IRS lien for like unpaid income taxes or something. It's very rare, but it does happen. So that will come out of the sale of the property if those liens do exist. Again, very rare, but it does happen. So the next one is inheritance tax. So this one will only apply if the property has been inherited. And again, this will depend on the state. Here in Pennsylvania, there is an inheritance tax. And the amount that you're going to get charged is actually going to depend on your relationship to the person who passed away. And it's a little too much to get into during this video, but it is a possible tax if this is an inherited property. So the last one on the list is capital gains tax. And this one will depend as well. Many properties, you will not need to pay a capital gains tax, and you actually don't pay it right at the sale. What will happen is the title company will notify the government that the property has been sold, and then you'll need to pay the capital gains tax upon the sale. But most primary residences, when you're selling them, you won't have to pay capital gains tax, but it will definitely apply if it is a rental property. So there you go, guys. Those are your different types of taxes that you would pay when you sell a property. Hope you learned something.